combinations in and out, but it does seem like it's finally starting to come together and fit the way you want it to.
It is, and it's taken some time. I mean, the kids, from week to week, we have had some kids move around in there, whether it's an injury or, maybe somebody was, we've had a couple kids sick during a couple of weeks this year. So you end up moving some kids around. But the one thing that our kids really are I think, well versed in, because of the way that Kyle Walsh and Dwight coaches them, Dwight Venture, is play a lot of kids at multiple positions. We don't do just a whole lot of stuff on offense up front, so it makes it easier for those kids to play one side or the other. We have most of our tackles can play guard, most of our guards can play tackle. We have 3 kids in there that can play at center, so that helps a bunch when those kids are able to play multiple spots.
Let's switch to the other side of the ball. The defense gives up 7 points in the first quarter and then doesn't give up anything else the rest of the game. I mean, you've got to be happy with the way your defense has been playing.
Absolutely. Again, it was field position the other night, especially early. We go score, get a sack early, and the field position is not good for them. And then we end up returning a punt, and then again another time we get field position on their side of the 50. It just, anytime a defense can play like that and continually play like that, we talk about field position a lot with the kids, and I think that's one thing that it's a lot easier to call plays and run plays when you're on their side of the 50, and you're a little maybe less conservative. But again, I like the way those kids are running and flying around and playing good physical football.
We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll turn our attention to tonight's opponent, the Cleveland Indians. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Just like your home's decor and the paint color on your walls, the flooring in your home is an expression of you. At Zorneman Flooring, our goal is simple: help every individual client express their style with the very best in flooring, selections, price, and service. Whether you're in need of carpet, tile, or wood, Zorneman Flooring can create a unique floor made just for you.
Call Zorneman Flooring at 776-2800 or click zfloors.net. Voted best of the Brazos Valley.
When you need a plumber, you need someone who offers every service in the book, from faucets, sinks, and toilets to backflow, leak detection, and sewer cleaning. That's my dad, Ed Phillips Plumbing. You also want the finest customer service. Again, that's my dad, Ed Phillips Plumbing. And since plumbing problems never pop up at opportune times, you want 24-hour service. Don't worry, you can call my dad, the real 24-hour plumber, Ed Phillips Plumbing, 731-1500, or click edphillipsplumbing.com. Ed Phillips Plumbing, serving the Brazos Valley for over 10 years.
Blinn College is proud to support its local high schools this football season. At Blinn, we offer nationally recognized academic transfer, dual credit, and career training programs with classes available online and on campus. Blinn students save 43% compared to the average state university, and you can apply for more than 300 scholarships with a single application. So discover all that Blinn has to offer, from campus residence halls and athletics to our partnerships with Texas A&M and the Texas A&M University System. To learn more, visit blinn.edu.
Kelly Burt Dozer has been clearing the path for progress for over 35 years. So before construction ever starts on any new home or business, your first thought and your first phone call should be Kelly Burt Dozer. Since 1978, Kelly Burt Dozer has handled hundreds of jobs throughout the Brazos Valley. They know the obstacles you must overcome to successfully excavate and fully prepare this terrain with efficient solutions to ensure a job well done, no matter your time frame or budget. That's Kelly Burt Dozer. Call 778-1902 or click kellyburtdozer.com.
We continue our visit with head coach Steve Huff, and tonight, Coach, it's the Cleveland Indians, a team that comes in, a couple of wins under their belt, but a team that really, if you look at them, has been struggling. They don't put up a lot of numbers offensively. They struggle a little bit on defense, but as always, your team has to come out and be focused for this.
Absolutely. The one thing that will stand out when you watch video, Cleveland right off the bat, they're very athletic. They were athletic last year. Most of those kids are back off their last year's squad that were their skill position kids. So there's a lot of ability over there, and we know that. I think the one thing is that they also will do it at times is they'll eat up the clock with the ball. And last year they ran some stuff on offense that if you're not careful, you'll catch yourself in a 5, 6, 8, 10 play series that's just eating the clock away. And so we want to stay away from that and play well enough on first down. I think that's the key for us on defense this week. Play well on first down and try to make that an uncomfortable second down play. if that second down plays, second 5, second 4, playbook's wide open and also eats the clock up. But again, the kids, you look at it and our focus and stuff, and we work a lot with the kids on bottom line as we've got to continue to get better this time of the year.
Talk about their defense. What do you see from them? What kind of challenges might they present to your offense?
Again, very athletic in the secondary. Not to say they're not up front, just athletic in secondary. So they're able to, again, they'll man you up around the perimeter. And when you're able to man people up and they have the athletes to do it, then you can get an extra guy in the box. So, again, we're going to have to be dealing with one guy that's running free at some point. You're going to have to make one miss up front as a running back or a receiver catching the ball downfield. There's going to be a safety that's going to be loose, and usually there's going to be a linebacker somewhere that's going to be loose. So for us, it's trying to get the matchups and trying to get things where we get formationally sound to where we can get them, maybe out of a little bit of that. But still, when you're athletic enough to man up, it always creates issues.
Here we are. We're going into the 7th game of the season. District, you've got 4 remaining, including tonight. Talk about where your team is at this point in the season.
I like the way we've progressed. We were 3 weeks ago sitting talking a lot about, trying to get better with the penalty situation. We've kind of gotten that, I'm not going to say under control. It's never under control until you don't have any. But and the one thing is trying to push forward and make sure that we're taking strides every week to get better. And, we talk and work a lot with the kids in our meetings and on the field about making sure that they come to practice with a purpose during this time of the year, because it's awfully easy to kind of like, you've been doing this a while now, it's just kind of like, let's just, punch the time clock. And that's the thing that you guard against the most. Kids have had some success to this point in the year, but, I think that the hunger's not gone away. We talk about this a lot. I openly talk about the kids. We haven't won a district championship since 2017. So, we've done nothing in our district to put any type of little banner or anything in the field house. So, again, we approach every week as a district championship game, and, you want to win them all as you go out. And if there's one way to secure a district championship is to win this Friday. So that's what we have to do.
And you mentioned the focus, and that's one thing that I've noticed around this program is the focus always seems to be there among the kids. It seems like the coaches really do a good job of keeping them focused on what's ahead.
Well, and we talk a lot about that as coaches also, to make sure that we're in the right place all the time as far as mentally with the kids and trying to maximize what they've got on their schedule every day, because you look at this week alone, it's homecoming. We've had SAT testing this week. We've had a community pep rally. We had CPR classes for the seniors, early dismissal for the seniors one day. But it's the maintenance and all that, confusion that we look at the focus of the kids, getting to practice on time. We have to bring them in early a couple of days in the lift. Schedules change, and I really like the way our kids respond on the schedule changes. And that we got to continue to do that, both the kids and the coaches. And so we try to keep our nose pretty close to the grind and keep things going.
You mentioned it tonight. It's homecoming night, the community pep rally earlier in the week. Talk about homecoming, and it's a special time. I mean, you get to see some of the former players. You get alumni in here. I mean, it's always a good time.
It is, and we actually have alumni now, which makes it true homecoming. So, I think when I was a younger coach, I battled all that stuff. I didn't want to be around it, didn't want anything to do with it, didn't want the kids anything to do with it. I think as I've grown a little older, I've kind of figured out that it's part of the experience of being in high school. It's stuff that I remember when I was in high school, and it was fun, and it was fun to be involved with, and why I would try to take that away from kids by not letting them do anything, or you can't be involved with this. It's part of the experience of going through high school. So you deal with it, you move on, make sure we get to the game and do things right. But it's good for our community pep rally was unbelievable. And to have something like that go off with the fireworks and everything, there are a lot of people here. It was a lot of fun for the kids, and so the school spirit. I love our school spirit, always have, and so it's a lot of fun, and looking forward to getting that game.
Coach, as always, we appreciate the time and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
College Station head coach Steve Huff as the Cougars get ready for the homecoming game against the Cleveland Indians. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll continue to get you ready for kickoff. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Question: would you pick a chain barbecue place over a hometown joint? Do you root for East Coast universities instead of the local team? Nah, then why use a big Wall Street bank? A&B started in 1892. 5 generations later, we're still owned and operated by the same Texas family. We support this community. We value your privacy. We make quick decisions, and we hate red tape. We answer to you, not Wall Street. Bank with A&B. Family owned, Texas proud. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
ASAP Equipment rents the equipment you need to get your projects done. Since ASAP is a locally owned business, they also rent to homeowners, farmers, and ranchers, not just big account holders. ASAP Equipment rents trenchers, zero-turn mowers, stump grinders, mud buggies, track skid steers, and mini excavators. Delivery and pickup of rental equipment is available. Call John Jarvis at 979-690-1106 or click asapequip.com today.
What does optimism look like? It looks like trying out for the team when everyone else is bigger than you. You don't bench 250. They don't even make a jersey in your size. You've never been scouted, at least not yet. Your time will come, and that time starts now. You never did have any quit in you. Leaving it all on the field looks crazy sometimes, but it isn't. It's just different, and sometimes that's just the difference you need. Frost, the official bank of relentless optimism.
This is the last commercial.
Is the ridiculous amount of dust.
Ready to go.
Zorneman Flooring is now offering an exclusive dust-free tile and wood removal service. Whether you just want to freshen up the flooring in a room or two or your entire home, call Zorneman Flooring and ask them about their new exclusive dust-free tile and wood removal. They'll update your new existing floors completely dust-free. And with 12 months interest-free financing, you'll have a new home without the hassle of moving.
Visit zfloors.net, voted best flooring retailer in the Brazos Valley.
Welcome back to the College Station Cougar pregame show. Our pregame show is sponsored by Frost Bank. Frost Bank, we're from here. And now let's take a look at the starting lineups for your College Station Cougars. We'll start with the offense. JC, why don't you give us that lineup?
Yeah, going from right to left on the offensive line, it's going to be the usual suspects. Tate Vela starting at right tackle, Logan Bradshaw at right guard, Cade Farrar, number 70, the senior, starting at center. Richard Mata is going to be the left guard, and then Jake Utley, number 79, the big junior, starting at left tackle. Skill positions, you're going to have Brad Jones, number 21, starting at the R-back position. Dalton Carnes is going to be split out wide at the X receiver. Houston Thomas at the Z position, the other outside receiver. Traylon Sewell going in the slot at the Y. In the backfield, it's going to be the always dangerous Marquise Collins as he looks to become back-to-back 1,000-yard rusher this year. And then, as always, number 3, Jet Huff at quarterback for the Cougars.
And on special teams, your punter is going to be Dawson Shrimp. Sam Trimble will handle the kickoffs, and Dawson will also handle the field goals and the point-after attempts. Now let's take a look at the Cougars' starting defense for you. Across the front line, you're going to have senior Connor Lindgren, senior Caleb Scow, junior Corbin Johnson. At your linebacker position, senior Jackson Slanker, junior Jackson Edwards, junior Harrison Robinson, and senior Shane Bellows. In the backfield, it's going to be senior Kyle Walsh along with senior Byron Johnson, junior A.J. Tisdale, and senior M.J. Henson. So those are your starting lineups for the College Station Cougars here on homecoming night as the Cougars get ready to take on the Cleveland Indians. College Station making its way out of the locker room to do its traditional walk through the stands to get to its tunnel for the run-through. Cleveland already out on the field. They're doing some warm-up drills, and we are almost ready to get this one started on an absolutely gorgeous Friday night. And JC, we talked about it a little bit in the pregame, and we're trying not to get ahead of ourselves, but looking down the road a little bit for College Station, you've got 3 games left after tonight. You heard Coach Huff talk about it again. That district title, that's what they're shooting for. And this is the first step towards those final 4 games as you make your way towards hopefully winning that district title.
Yeah, you know, College Station High School, it's about taking care of business. It's about getting unfinished business taken care of. And I said it before whenever we were playing against Lufkin, is College Station goes into every game with a chip on their shoulder, and they feel like they have not earned anything. They feel like they have not earned that district title. They feel like they haven't earned that number 2 ranking by their name. And there's nothing more dangerous than a talented team that plays like an underdog. And that's the kind of mindset that has really been this program since the beginning.
We mentioned it as well. Marquise Collins sitting at 971 yards rushing on the season, so a chance to go over 1,000 once again. Jet Huff, his numbers have been unbelievable. Traylon Sewell, a big punt return last weekend where you heard Coach talk about it. It was one of those where he went from one sideline to the other, and as a coach, you're sitting there going, oh no, okay. You know?
Well, and I don't know if Coach mentioned it, but he caught the ball at the 35 and then ran back to the 20 and then cut across the field. So it was an oh no, go.
So he probably ran about 100 yards for a 65-yard touchdown return.
I mean, field's 53 yards long, 53 yards across, 100 yards long, and he used all 53 of those yards before cutting it upfield.
We haven't seen a lot of teams kick to him. That's been one thing this season. They know how dangerous he is. They know how dangerous Dalton Carnes is on the kickoff returns. They've kind of tried to stay away from him, but obviously Lufkin made the mistake on the first punt the other night.
Yeah, we usually talk about, you usually get about one every 2 games where you're going to get the ball put into you. But then, even on kick returns, we talk about Dalton Carnes, always dangerous. Talk about Traylon Sewell, he doesn't play return game. He also goes back there for kicks. And then you have Marquise Collins, who's the deep back if they don't want to kick to either side. And so it's just the explosion, the explosiveness of this team that College Station has really built itself on. But I don't think the thing that gets talked about enough is the defense. They're giving up 7.2 points a game. And it's just, that is the kind of defense that makes championship teams.
We'll talk about that a little bit more. Right now we're going to step aside as they play the national anthem. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Gridiron glory comes with having the best teammates. At Prosperity Bank, we're your team players to help you tackle, pass, and run your financial goals in for a touchdown.
Score used car event. Score our biggest savings of the year.
So after this commercial, it's going to come back with a legal ID, no bumper.
Okay.
Your vehicle? Get top dollar for your trade today. All makes, all models, all conditions. Click, call, or visit Bryan College Station Toyota or Huntsville Toyota. The promise of something different. Based on Texas FDR retail vehicle registrations 2020.
KVMK, Wheelock, Bryan, College Station, Texas, Red Dirt, and Rebels. Aggieland's country alternative is Maverick 100.9.
Welcome back to Cougar Stadium, where the teams are meeting at midfield for the coin toss. The captains tonight for your College Station Cougars: Traylon Sewell, Jet Huff, Kyle Walsh, and Jackson Slanker. For the Cleveland Indians, it's going to be their quarterback Tyler Spencer, along with offensive lineman Francisco Molina. And the coin has been flipped. Let's see what the result is here. It looks like College Station has won the toss.
College Station has won the toss.
We'll let the referee tell you. There you go. So College Station is going to get the ball on offense. So we talked about the defense for College Station. We're going to have to wait a bit to see them. But you mentioned 7 points a game is all they're giving up, and it's been tremendous from the beginning.
Yeah, you give up only 11 to Hutto, and really 8 of those came in the second half against the second-team defense. And then I don't know how many offensive touchdowns they've given up all year. Because when you look at the scores, there's a lot of 6s on there. And that usually indicates 2 field goals. But we saw it even, the pride that this defense plays with, we saw it last week whenever going at the end of the Lufkin game, you're up 56-7, and the backup defense is in there against the Lufkin starters, and they stuff them at the goal line as time expires because they don't want to give up any points and one up those offensive starters.
College Station ready to receive the kickoff back deep for the Cougars. It's going to be Bradley Jones along with, I see Denham Day out there. Also see Dalton Carnes as usual is out there. And trying to get the number on the other deep back. Looks like it's number 22, Nate Palmer back there. And doing the kicking for Cleveland is going to be number 20, Ruben Mendez. He's got it on the tee, and we're just about ready to get this one underway. Nobody deep for the Cougars. I said there's guys back, but the deepest one is at the College Station 27-yard line. And it is, and it hits the kicker. He kicks it, and it comes up and hits him, and College Station is going to get the ball 1st and 10 at its own 40, or at the Cleveland 41-yard line.
Not what you wanted to give College Station in a short field usually equals points, and it's going to be a great field position for the Cougars after that bad onside kick.
And the Cougars are wasting no time. They're already at the line of scrimmage ready to go. 1st and 10 from the Cleveland 41. Jet Huff, shotgun formation, has Collins to his right. Takes the snap. They're going to throw that bubble screen to Traylon Sewell. He gets one block. Now he's going to get away from another defender, still on his feet, and finally dragged down after a gain of about 8 yards there. A great initial block. There was one more defender. Sewell was able to make him miss, but then they got him from behind.
Yeah, great job right there by Bradley Jones. Blocking low, but not getting the illegal cut block outside of the tackle box. Just fantastic assignment ball right there.
Gain of 8. Going to give it to Marquise Collins. He's going to go off the left side. Big hole. He's through it. He's still on his feet, dragging a defender towards the end zone. Finally pulled down at the 5-yard line. And for Marquise Collins, that's a gain of 28. Excuse me. So 1 yard short of that 1,000 mark right there.
Yep, 999 for Marquise Collins, and he drugged that defender an extra 5 yards.
They're going to give it to Collins again off the left side into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Marquise Collins over the 1,000-yard mark, and with 11:12 to go here in the first quarter, he puts the Cougars on top. 3 plays is all the Cougars needed to go 41 yards there.
3 plays, 48 seconds in a cloud of dust as College Station just stormed down that field and really just overmatched those athletes from Cleveland.
Dawson Shrimp on to add the extra point out of the hold of Jackson Slanker. The snap was a little low. Slanker is able to get it, put it down. The kick is up. It's good. 11:12 to go in the first quarter. Your new score, College Station 7, Cleveland 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Kelly Burt Dozer has been clearing the path for progress for over 35 years. So before construction ever starts on any new home or business, your first thought and your first phone call should be Kelly Burt Dozer. Since 1978, Kelly Burt Dozer has handled hundreds of jobs throughout the Brazos Valley. They know the obstacles you must overcome to successfully excavate and fully prepare this terrain with efficient solutions to ensure a job well done, no matter your time frame or budget. That's Kelly Burt Dozer. Call 778-1902 or click kellyburtdozer.com.
That was a 3-play, 41-yard drive capped off by a 5-yard touchdown run, number 12 on the year for Mr. Marquise Collins, as that puts him over 1,000 yards on the season, and College Station already out to a 7-0 lead after a bad onside kick attempt as Sam Trimble teased this ball up. They were 19 and 29, so I got confused for a second.
Tyler Spencer and Tyrick Cannon back to receive. I don't know that they'll get a chance to receive with Trimble's leg and with the wind we've got behind him, as this ball is going to go deep into the end zone, and it's going to go completely out of the end zone for a touchback. We're in the first quarter, 11:12 to go. Our first quarter is sponsored by Kelly Burt Dozer, your #1 excavating contractor. Kelly Burt Dozer, 778-1902. Proudly supporting the youth of our community. So here we go. We get to see the College Station defense for the first time tonight as Cleveland will start 1st and 10 at its own 25-yard line. The quarterback is Tyler Spencer.
Spencer more of a dual threat, and Coach Huff kind of talked about that. They like to run the ball, similar to what we saw with Fort Bend Bush, really ball control offense, a lot of quarterback run, read option type stuff.
His running back is going to be they have Johnny Harris Hines along with Devontae Robertson. as Spencer's going to try and run. He's going to lose yards. He's going to be dropped back at the 19-yard line. So a loss of 6 on the first play of the game for the Cleveland Indians.
Bad snap. He decided he was going to pick it up, roll right, trying to look down the field, but I believe that's MJ Henson out there. No, excuse me. That is A.J. Tisdale on the coverage and just completely locked down that receiver going deep.
So 2nd and long now. In the backfield is going to be number 22. That's Tyrick Cannon, excuse me. Quarterback, high snap, gives it off to Cannon. He's looking to go from left to right. He's being chased. He's going to lose more yardage, and he's dropped inside the 15, back to the 13. And you watch him run, JC, towards the end there. He saw the defense coming at him. He was like, I'm not going to do any more of this.
No, he looked up for his downfield tunnel, and all he saw was black and decided to run it towards the sideline. And College Station got him down before he could get there.
That drops back to the 13-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and 22 here for Cleveland, as all they've done is gone the wrong way so far on offense. Spencer, the quarterback, once again. Cannon, the backfield with him. Spencer takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's under heavy pressure. He's just going to throw this one up. This could be intercepted. It is. It's intercepted at the 12, and he's going to waltz into the end zone. That's going to be Mikado Henson Jr. Touchdown, Cougars.
No, that's actually going to be.
It was 6.
Harrison Robinson.
Oh, was it Harrison? Oh, okay. Excuse me. Apologies to Harrison Robinson. Thank you, Harrison Robinson, with that. And that was just a ball that Spencer was just trying to throw away, and it just hung up in the wind. I told you there's a strong wind, and that's what happened. That ball got hung up in the wind.
I thought it was going to be a grounding in the end zone for a safety because he was going backwards and just threw that ball up. But great job by Harrison Robinson right there to track it. The junior nickelback starting today over Mason Cashin, the usual nickelback.
Mason's been hurt.
Oh, Mason's been hurt.
So they've been starting in his place. They have been starting I can't think of his name. Shane Bellows has been starting in his place, and so Robinson's usually in there. The extra point was good. 10-12 to go in the first quarter, and College Station already up 14-0. We'll keep it here instead of sending it to break, as the Cougars are going to get ready to kick off once again. So an offensive touchdown in the first 48 seconds, and now a defensive touchdown
a minute later.
Exactly a minute later. You're exactly right there, JC. So 14-0 is the score for College Station. We talked about keeping the focus. So far, the Cougars look very focused, is on defense, especially pushing them back 13 yards before getting the interception.
Yeah, no. 2 negative run plays, and then Harrison Robinson does a fantastic job breaking off the route when he sees it's going to be a ball up in the air and tracking it, as that wind we were talking about just blew the ball off the tee.
Yep. Sam Trumbull was ready to kick it off, and the wind had other ideas. Well, you can hear the Cougar students have shown up tonight. There's a great crowd here on homecoming night.
Well, they just walked over from Consol versus CSHS volleyball, so I'll try to get a score there.
As that kickoff goes out of bounds once again, and Cleveland will start again at its own 25-yard line. Blinn College, your future. Blinn students save 43% compared to average state university. Visit blinn.com, and Rapid Express Car Wash, Get your car washed for less at Rapid Express. Glad to have them as our sponsors this season. 1st and 10 for the Indians at their own 25-yard line. They trail it 14-0 with 10 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Spencer takes the snap. He's going to take it himself. He's going to dance around, get away from a couple of tackles. He'll get some positive yardage. Give him 3 as he gets up to the 28-yard line.
But still is fighting through a sea of black jerseys as they had that play swallowed up from the very beginning.
So Tyler Spencer called his own number on that one, gets some positive yardage after nothing but negative on the first drive. Actually, I don't know if we can call it a drive, first possession. In the backfield with him this time is going to be number 23, Johnny Harris Hines. He'll stand to Spencer's right. Spencer takes the snap. He'll roll right, looking to throw. Here comes the pressure, and he's going to be dragged down and sacked by Jackson Slanker back inside the 20, all the way back to the 17, it looks like.
Yeah, loss of 11 right there. And Jackson Slanker, they ran kind of like a sprint out option type thing. Harris motioned out, went to go block, and Slinker just threw him to the side and dragged down Spencer for an 11-yard loss. And you can see the leadership that College Station High School coaches love about him. Move from the outside to the inside to call their defense. And the Eagle wrote a fantastic
great story by
him.
Abby Ochoa today in the Eagle on Jackson Slinker. So if you haven't read it yet, make sure you do it. So 3rd and long once again for the Cleveland Indians. Shotgun formation for Spencer. Takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's going to throw out towards the sideline. It's going to be caught. No, they'll say he was out of bounds when he caught it. It was intended for number 2, Devontae Robertson, and he was pushed out of bounds by A.J. Tisdale.
Heads linesman right here had a penalty, so I don't know if we're going to see it offsides or an illegal procedure.
Let's see what we got. Illegal shift.
It's Cleveland. Fills the time.
You can hear the wind.
I was about to say
you can hear the wind through the referee's crowd mic, so there's no doubt that there is some wind tonight. I know I was looking at the forecast, and they were saying anywhere from 25 to 30-mile-an-hour gusts tonight. So the Indians will have to punt into the wind, and the punt is off, and it just goes straight up. Everybody getting away from it from College Station takes a College Station bounce, and it's finally going to be killed at the 20-yard line of Cleveland. So punting into the wind, not a good punt at all, and then on top of that takes a College Station bounce before Devontae Robertson can kill it at the Cleveland 20-yard line.
And with that punt, that's going to be a negative 5 yards on field position right there for the Cleveland Indians. And you cannot give College Station High School this kind of room.
Shotgun formation for Huff. He takes the snap, rolls to his left. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to keep it. He's going to slide down. There is a penalty flag. I think they're going to get the Cougars for a hold. And not sure who this one is. Marquise Collins is back there. Also back there, looks like it's Tate Vela. We'll see who they call this on. But I'm pretty sure they're going to get the Cougars on this one.
We have blocking below the waist. 0 College Station.
They got Marquise for that one.
From the previous spot.
So right now the only thing slowing down the Cougars is that yellow flag right there as it pushes them back to the 35-yard line. Just give them a little more field to work with here.
Well, and right there, Marquise Collins he wasn't trying to do anything wrong. That's just, we saw it with College Station before on that sprint out option. They like to go low, but you can't cut block outside the tackle box.
Going to hand it off to Collins. He'll go right up the middle, breaks a tackle. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Cougars! Marquise Collins, his second of the night. This one from 35 yards out.
Hey,
and
Coach,
the Cougars, 8:07 into the game, have another score.
Hey, Coach, give me the ball. I'll make up for it right there.
Exactly.
As he was not touched on that play, I don't think.
I think one guy maybe got a finger on
Maybe
him.
got like a finger on the
I said broke
knee.
a tackle, but I think it was like broke out of the pinky hold there. As Sam Trimble on to add the extra point Dawson Schrempf on to add the extra point out of the hold of Jackson Slinker. Snap, spot, kick is up, and it is good. 8:07 to go, quarter one, number one. Your new score, College Station 21, Cleveland 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Want a new home without the hassle of moving? Zorneman Flooring is at your service. You'll be amazed at how a new tile shower, kitchen backsplash, or new flooring can update your existing home. Zorneman Flooring can create a unique tile design or flooring upgrade made just for you. We are open Saturdays from 10 to 3, also offering 12 months free financing.
More details now when you click zfloors.net. Voted best flooring retailer in the Brazos Valley.
Back here at Cougar Stadium as College Station is up 21-0 with 8 minutes remaining in the first quarter, and that 20th point was scored on a 35-yard touchdown run, the only play of that drive that counted for the Cougars. It started at the 20, ran 15-yard penalty, ran back, our next play 35-yard touchdown run by Marquise Collins, as he has now clearly surpassed 1,000 yards on the season with 14 rushing touchdowns.
Kick once again by Trimble out of the end zone, so Cleveland again will start at its own 25 and see if it can find some positive yardage for the first time tonight. So College Station has scored twice on Marquise Collins' runs and once on an interception return by Harrison Robinson. Cleveland 1st and 10 at its own 20-yard line. The quarterback is Tyler Spencer. He's got Tyrick Cannon in the backfield with him. And Spencer's going to take it himself once again. He'll get no gain. Actually, they'll give him a half a yard, so technically he'll get a yard there. You know, this Cleveland team, they started district with a win over Wallen. And you talk about a surprise. I mean, that was I had to do a double take on that.
You had to refresh the Dave Campbell's Texas High School
football. I had to make sure that
app.
that was correct. But since then, they have not been able to put another win together. Shotgun formation once again for Spencer. High snap, whistles before the play gets started. And there's a penalty flag, and that's going to be a false start, I believe.
Come on, false start.
Yep.
Number 72, Cleveland. Still second down.
Center didn't snap the ball in time. And it's a good thing they blew that play dead, because there were 4 College Station Cougars in the backfield, and the ball looked like a rainbow back to Spencer at quarterback for Cleveland.
So 2nd down and long. Spencer in the shotgun formation. Cannon in the backfield with it. Moves Cannon from his right to his left. Takes the snap. He's going to give it off. No, fakes the give to Cannon. He's going to take it himself. He'll get maybe 2-3 yards. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage of the 25. And it'll be 3rd down and 10.
Sacramento number 1, Byron Johnson, number 5, Harrison Robinson.
Harrison Robinson in on the tackle.
4 to 25, it'll be
it's going to be 3rd down and 10 here as we go under 7 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Or excuse me, quarter number 1, and I'm not sure why the clock is stopped. The clock should not have stopped after that play. Am I missing something, JC? No, and we just lost our clock.
And now it's back.
Now it's back
with the right time.
Came back and it's been running. Okay, so a little technical difficulty.
And they only have 5 on the play clock.
Shotgun formation. Spencer takes the snap. He's going to roll to his left, and he's going to be hit. He loses the ball on his way down. The Cougars trying to pick it up, and they finally do fall on it. And that's going to be number 4, Denham Day on the recovery, and it'll be at the Cleveland 14-yard line.
Recovery number 4, Denham Day.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 Cougars had a chance to get it before Denham Day. They all tried to pick it up because they all saw nothing but green in front of them.
Said,
and they wanted
I want to score my touchdown.
They wanted that touchdown, but Denham Day did try to pick it up first, and then he fell on it. And the Cougars take over 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 14-yard line, already leading 21-0 with 6:09 to go here in the first quarter.
Keeping me busy right here as I do drive summaries.
Yeah, but they've been short. I mean, they haven't been that long.
Well,
3 plays in 1 play?
3 plays, 1 play.
And then the other one's on a defensive score.
But it goes, start at the plus 41-yard line, start at the plus 20-yard line, start at the plus 14-yard line.
Referee going over to talk to the Cleveland coaches. Not sure what this is about. I think it might be in regards to the scoreboard and the clock.
Is he asking for the running clock already?
I don't know. College Station was ready to run a play. The umpire had to step in because College Station was ready to go and the referee was nowhere near. Now we're ready to go. 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the Cleveland 14. Huff, shotgun formation, takes the snap, rolls to his left. He's looking to throw. Pressure comes. He's got a receiver wide open, and waltzing into the end zone is going to be Bradley Jones for another Cougar touchdown.
Yeah, just ran a simple concept right there as he rolled out to his left, and Bradley Jones rolled out with him. Guy covering Bradley Jones crashes down to get the quarterback, and I'm just going to dump it over the top to you, and there's nothing between him and the new black end zones here at Cougar Field.
Dawson Shrimp on to add the extra point out of the hold of Jackson Slanker once again. Snap is through the hands of Slanker into the hands of Shrimp. He's going to have to run with it, and he's going to be tackled, so no good on the extra point attempt. So your new score with 6 minutes to go in quarter number 1, College Station 27, Cleveland 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
When you need a plumber, you need someone who offers every service in the book, from faucets, sinks, and toilets to backflow, leak detection, and sewer cleaning. That's my dad, Ed Phillips Plumbing. You also want the finest customer service. Again, that's my dad, Ed Phillips Plumbing. And since plumbing problems never pop up at opportune times, you want 24-hour service. Don't worry, you can call my dad, the real 24-hour plumber, Ed Phillips Plumbing, 731-1500, or click edphillipsplumbing.com. Ed Phillips Plumbing, serving the Brazos Valley for over 10 years.
Back here in College Station, Texas, a beautiful night for Texas high school football as everybody's coming home. And they might need to start warming up the buses for Cleveland to go home, as College Station scores on a one-play, 14-yard passing drive that took 9 seconds on the clock as they go up 27-0 after a missed bad snap on the extra point. And they've ran 5 offensive plays and have 27 points on the board.
Well, we're at the halfway mark, and College Station has 27 points. Halfway mark of the first quarter, as that was a missile out of the back of the end zone and into the junior high students sitting in the end zone bleachers. And you can hear the crowd cheering for that, as another touchback, and Cleveland will start 1st and 10 at its own 25 again. And so far, the Indians have not gotten out past the 25 all night.
They've ran.
Or, well, no, they did. Did they get to the 28?
They got to
I think they got to the 28. Yeah. So
they have 2 positive plays. They have a 3-yard run. No, and then they had that one where they gave it to them.
Well, they just completed a pass on 1st down as Spencer finds Andy Medina, and that'll get it out to the College Station, or excuse me, to the Cleveland 32-yard line. So a gain of 7, their biggest gain of the night.
It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Indians. That's their own 32.
College Station needs to tighten it up.
Shotgun formation again for Spencer. Fakes the give to Cannon, runs into the middle of the line. He'll be swallowed up. Won't get back to the original line of scrimmage. First contact there by Dayan Ahmed. And he'll actually lose a yard on the play back to the 31, and that'll set up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, Dayan Ahmed right there. Great gap integrity as he filled the hole that Spencer wanted to go through on the read option. And we have another 3rd down here. See if College Station can force another punt or turnover here.
3rd and 4 for the Indians at their own 31-yard line. Shotgun formation for Spencer. Fakes the give to Cannon, and he's going to be hit immediately, as there was a ton of pressure in there from Connor Lindgren. And again, getting up off the bottom of the pile is Dayan Ahmed. And that's another loss back to the 30, and it'll be 4th and 5, and it will force a punt here from the Indians. Their last adventure punting was not a good one.
Yeah, College Station right there, actually, they've been running a 4-man front, expecting a lot of Indian runs here tonight, as they're going to put everybody up on the line.
Devontae Robinson will take the punt, and high snap, but he gets it off, and Traylon Sewell calling for and making the fair catch at the Cleveland 47-yard line. So that one was a little bit better, and College Station will have a little more room to work here as they start 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 47. Already up 27-0 with 4:12 to go here in quarter number 1. College Station football brought to you this season by Prosperity Bank. Real bankers, not just a bank. Prosperity Bank member FDIC. Shotgun formation for Huff. Fakes the give to College. Drops back. Throwing deep. He's got a receiver. Wide open. Dalton Carnes hits him at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Yeah, just ran a simple play-action concept right there. Defense bit in a little bit, and you can't give Dalton Carnes that one step. And that ball, with all this wind, Huff didn't put enough on it. Carnes stopped, got it, and then just started with that same exact speed and showed great burst there, as there was probably 3 steps between him and the closest defender.
Schrempf on to try and add the extra point out of the hold of Jackson Slanker. Snap, spot, kick is up. This one is good, and with 4:03 to go in quarter number 1, your new score, College Station 34, Cleveland 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Get your car washed for less at Rapid Express. For as little as $8 and 3 minutes of your time, Rapid Express Car Wash will provide you with the quickest and most thorough car wash in town, plus free vacuums. Simply pull in, experience the latest technology in car washes, and drive out with a shiny, clean car. Unlimited monthly wash packages start at $19.99 per month. Get your car washed for less at Rapid Express. Now with 2 locations to serve you, William Joel Bryan Parkway and their new location on Welborn Road next to Dunkin' Donuts.
Back here at the home of the College Station Cougars, Cougar Field in South College Station, as it's another 1-play, 9-second scoring drive for the Cougars. 47 yards, Huff to Carnes, and College Station, whether it's by land, through the air, by sea, on defense, just getting points in bunches here for homecoming, and just a great show now for this crowd that's been into it. Students have been standing all game. There's 4 minutes and 3 seconds left in the first quarter.
Sam Tremble has the ball on the tee now. He had to get a different ball. I'm not sure what, he didn't like the first one they gave him, so he asked for another one, and now he's got the right one on the tee for him.
Said there were no more touchbacks in that ball. I used it up.
This one has a little more helium. Tremble puts his foot into it, another deep kick, and off the crossbar. That went off the crossbar.
You could see the middle school student section clearing a path because they didn't want to get hit by it.
But it falls short and hits off the crossbar.
Sam Trimble said, you know what, I got a scholarship this week. I got to show out on my kickoffs.
And I love it because the first one out there to greet him is Dawson Shrimp. Those kickers, they have a good relationship. And Trimble's mad because it didn't go through. Look at him.
He's more upset about it than Cleveland is being down 34-0 with 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
First and 10, a pass out to the flats. It's going to be caught. And it's going to be maybe a gain of 1. As great defense there. It was a high pass that got hung up in the wind, but going up to get it is Devontae Robertson, and it looks like it's going to be no gain on the. Well, actually, they moved it across, so 1 yard on the gain.
That's a half a yard.
But in college or high school football, technically, it's a yard.
Right.
Yeah. So 2nd and 9.
And one thing is the speed of this College Station defense. Everything slow developing for Cleveland gets stemmed out because of how fast this defense is playing.
Going to hand it off to Cannon. He's looking to go from left to right. He's going to be tripped up in the backfield by Kyle Walsh. And it's going to be another loss. As you saw Walsh coming up like he was maybe going to blitz, and then he saw where the play was going, and he just strung it out to the right side and then tripped up Cannon by the foot.
Yeah, it's like I said, slow developing plays. The athleticism of this Cougar defense really showing out.
3rd down and 13 now, as the ball is at, 3rd and 12 as it's at the Cleveland 22-yard line. Shotgun formation again for Spencer. Takes the snap. He's going to throw out in the flats. Ball is tipped and incomplete. Coming in and getting his hands on it.
Who's up for 4th down?
Can't tell. Was it
Corbin Johnson?
I believe it was Corbin Johnson. Yeah, that's who I thought
Johnson
it was.
Going back out there. Him and Dayon Ahmed rotating drives as he knocked it up, and you heard the crowd go, take that breath, as there were 3 Cougar defenders whose eyes probably got wider than a kid on Christmas Day when they saw that ball just floating up there.
Jackson Edwards was the closest one to it, but he just couldn't get there in time as the punt is underway once again. And it's going to be a shank, and it's going to roll backwards, and we'll see if he even got a yard on that punt. We'll have to see where they mark it here, but it's either going to be at the 25 or the 24, Cleveland. Looks like the 25, so it's going to be a 1-yard punt. Nothing going right for Cleveland here in this first quarter, as they're already down 34-0 with 2:42, and College Station has the ball 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 25. Marquise Collins in the backfield. Jed Huff, your quarterback. They're going to hand it off to Collins. He'll go off the right side, be tripped up by Devontae Robertson. Otherwise, he might have had another score. That's the shortest gain of the night right there, is it's only 3 yards for College Station.
And his eyes, I keep saying it, lit up because this Cleveland Indians team is like Santa Claus. They're giving all the Cougars all these presents, wide running lanes, slow developing plays.
Second down, they're going to hand it off to Collins once again. He'll be dragged down right near the first down marker by Johnny Harris-Hines.
Number 23, Johnny Harris-Hines.
Give him to the, 16, so a yard short of the first down. Sets up 3rd and 1. They're going to throw the little screen out there to Dalton Carnes. He'll have the first down as he gets up to the 11-yard line.
Number 11, Dalton Carnes.
And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the 11-yard line with 1:45 and counting here in quarter number 1. Huff takes the snap, hands it off to Collins. He'll start left, cut right through the middle, and he'll be knocked down up near the first down marker. Give him the 2, so he'll be a yard short, and it'll be 2nd and 1.
You have 9 on the play, he's 2nd and short.
Cougars running some personnel on and off the field. As coming out is Jackson Verdugo, and heading in is going to be Keontae Blue. They'll have a stack formation on the left side and a stack formation of receivers on the right side as well. Shotgun formation, give it to Collins up the middle, through a tackler, into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Marquise Collins with his 3rd of the night. The Cougars now up 40-0 with the extra point to come. Shrimp ready to add the extra point out of the hold of Jackson Slanker. Snap, spot, kick is up. And it's good. 57 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Your new score, College Station 41, Cleveland 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
What does optimism look like? It looks like trying out for the team when everyone else is bigger than you. You don't bench 250. They don't even make a jersey in your size. You've never been scouted, at least not yet. Your time will come, and that time starts now. You never did have any quit in you. Leaving it all on the field looks crazy sometimes, but it isn't. It's just different. And sometimes that's just the difference you need. Frost, the official bank of relentless optimism.
Back here at homecoming night at Cougar Field as Marquise Collins just punched it in from 2 yards out. That's going to cap a 5-play, 25-yard drive as College Station finds itself up 41-0 with 57 seconds left in the first quarter. And Tim, College Station is getting everything that they want tonight.
Well, they haven't had to drive further than, 47 yards.
And that was a one-play.
And that was
touchdown.
a one-play. Cleveland hasn't been able to do anything against the College Station defense, so I guess you can say College Station came out focused in this one. Tremble with the kick. This one is through the uprights.
As the student section, and Tremble needs to watch out or else he's going to get unsportsmanlike conduct on the kicker. And everybody's going over. Jet Huff, Bradley Jones.
That's too funny.
As College Station starting offense still out there for the Cougars. And one has to ask, are they going to get the ball back this quarter?
57 seconds left. There's a good chance. Spencer's going to take it himself. He'll get a yard, maybe 2, as he goes up the middle.
Ball carrier number
They'll
1,
give him 1.
Tackle made by number 34, Jackson Slanker.
It's going to set up 2nd down and 9.
Kill on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Clock will go under 40 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. It's been a good one for the Cougars. They lead at 41-0.
They haven't even started the play clock yet.
I'm thinking they must be having some trouble with it.
Or they just started the running clock.
Maybe. Shotgun formation for Spencer. Takes the snap. He's going to roll to his right, looking to throw. Under some pressure, throws it away. Intercepted by Jackson Slanker at the 32-yard line. And he'll return it to the 27. And to answer your question, yes, College Station will get the ball back again this quarter as there's 11 seconds left in quarter number 1 following the interception by Jackson Slanker. Second interception of the night for the Cougars, and they have it 1st and 10 at the 27 of Cleveland.
And we've seen them score in less time than this. So I'm not discounting anything.
Shotgun formation for Huff. Takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw. Gets it off. Carnes catches it. He'll get the first down as he's dragged down.
Number 11,
and 3 seconds left on the clock. They'll start the clock here once they set the ball, as it was a first down, and I don't see the Cougars running another play here. And they will not. That'll be the end of the first quarter. It's a good one for College Station. They lead it 41-0, and they're knocking on the door for more. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Bryan Broadcasting is the flagship for Aggie athletics. For 100 years, whenever the Aggies are playing, you can hear them on WTAW. Thanks to our listeners and our Aggie broadcast sponsors, Park at Tradition's Exceptional Senior Living, First Financial Bank, and Cooper's Barbecue. Here's a big gig 'em to all these sponsors. Listen to the games on the flagship station for Aggie athletics, 1620 94.5 WTAW.
Hi, this is Judy Lee Eunice with Wienerspiel. Don't miss the Wiener Dog and Wannabe Wiener races Saturday and Sunday, October 16th and 17th at Wolfpen Creek Amphitheater in College Station. Get the jump on the pack with the practice day Saturday, October 16th during the Wienerspiel's boot camp starting at 5 p.m. Then enjoy Sunday, October 17th with the dog races and costume contests. All breeds welcome. It's simply going to be pawsome. Vendor spots available too. Go to wienerspiel.org.
Welcome back to quarter number 2, sponsored by Ed Phillips Plumbing, the real 24-hour plumber, ed-phillips-plumbing.com. And as we come back to action, Jet Huff scrambling out of the pocket. He'll slide down at the 10-yard of Cleveland. And that'll set up a second down as the Cougars looking to add to their lead. And during this quarter, we're going to take a look at the Brazos Valley scoreboard. It's sponsored by Amarillo National Bank, A&B, locally owned, family strong, and here to stay. Visit anb.com today. And we'll get to those scores as soon as we can.
Yeah, right now in the Mag Bowl, it's tied 7-7, and with 10 minutes to play in the second quarter. Waller up 7-0 early in the first quarter, and then no scores left besides Bryan getting their first victory of the night last night over Killeen High School, 30-14.
Jet Huff with a pass in the flats to Houston Thomas. It was a little bit high, but Thomas was able to pull it down. He goes out of bounds at the 3, and it'll be first and goal Cougars at the Cleveland 3-yard line. Huff having to throw into that wind, and that ball got a little bit away from him, but a good job by Houston Thomas to make the catch. Empty backfield, Huff, he's going to throw the bubble screen to Marquise Collins into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
It didn't necessarily take them the full 11 seconds, but it was still less than a minute to score that touchdown right there.
College Station with its 7th touchdown of the night. 7 possessions, 7 touchdowns here for the Cougars, and we still have 11:15 to go in the first half. Schrempf on to add the extra point out of the hold of Slanker. Snap, spot, kick is up, and it is good with 11:14 to go here in quarter number 2. Your new score at Cougar Stadium, College Station 48, Cleveland 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Backed by popular demand, the Ranch Harley-Davidson presents World Fighting Championships 128, Friday, October 22nd in Reed Arena at Texas A&M. Are you ready for 3 hours of high-octane, unhinged mixed martial arts action? Las Vegas-style combat fighting invades Reed Arena at Texas A&M University. Tickets on sale now with prices starting at just $12, available at reedarena.com or by calling 888-99-AGGIE. The Ranch Harley-Davidson presents World Fighting Championship 128, one night only, Reed Arena, Friday, October 22nd. Get your tickets today.
Back here at College Station High School, the Cougars are up 48-0, with 11 minutes, 14 seconds left, and they're picking up where they left off last week against Lufkin. That last drive, a 4-play, 27-yard drive, took only 57 seconds, capped off a 3-yard screen from Jet Huff to Marquise Collins, giving Jet Huff 3 touchdowns on the night, Marquise Collins 4 total touchdowns, and Tim, you touched on it. 6 possessions, 6 touchdowns.
7.
Well, no, because pick 6.
Oh, pick 6. That's right. You're right. I screwed that up. You're right.
And then
thanks for keeping me in line.
And then that Cougar defense trying not to be outmatched. 3 turnovers, including that pick 6 by Harrison Robinson.
Trimble to kick this one off. It's into the end zone. It'll be fielded for the first time tonight, but taking a knee is Cannon, as he had to kick into the wind that time, but still manages to put it in the end zone.
And he wasn't going to take that ball out. He fielded it on the knee to make sure that everybody knew that he was getting the touch back in. Sam Trimble, show off that leg, young man. It's gonna get a workout tonight.
So again, Cleveland will start 1st and 10 at its own 25, this time with the wind at the Indians' back. Spencer the quarterback, Cannon the running back. Shotgun formation, takes the snap, fakes the give to Cannon. He's going to take it himself. He'll squirt through the left side, get about a yard, maybe 2. Jackson Slanker on the tackle, and it'll be 2nd down. Yeah, they're not even starting the play clock here, so I'm guessing we've got a running clock already.
Or
there's issues.
We saw that issue earlier with it, so they may be having to keep the play clock on the field. But College Station's going to snap the ball so fast that really
it doesn't matter to them, yeah. And Cleveland's content to let the clock run. Shotgun formation again for Spencer. The snap barely gets to him. He barely gets the handoff to Cannon. And Cannon's going to be dragged down at the line of scrimmage. That play looked ugly. I mean, the snap was like floating in the air. Spencer was fortunate to grab it and then barely got the handoff to Cannon.
It's like what I'm seeing is Cleveland is going in slow motion and College Station is on times 4 speed. And that's the disparity of athleticism between these two teams right now. As College Station is just in complete domination here on home.
3rd down, Spencer takes the snap, fakes the give to Cannon, tries to find some yards, and he's going to find nothing but a sea of black jerseys. As you had Kyle Walsh in there, you had Diane Ahmed in there, you had Connor Lindgren in there, you had Corbin Johnson in there. And you also had Adian Porus in there as well, I believe. And lost back to the original line of scrimmage. And Cleveland will have to punt once again. It's going to be Devontae Robertson punting. He'll stand at his own 12-yard line. Back to receive it is Traylon Sewell. Sewell right now standing at his own 42.
I was going to say, with this win, Sewell might get an actual punt to return.
This is a good kick, and it goes over the head of Sewell, and now he's going to pick it up and fall down because the defense was there. Probably should have just left that alone, but he went ahead and picked it up on the bounce and then fell down, and the Cougars will start 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. The first time tonight they've started a possession in their own territory.
The first time tonight the ball has been in the Cougar half of the field, Tim.
Give Devontae Robertson.
That was a punt right there.
That was a good punt. Of course, he had the wind at his back, but still did a good job of taking advantage of that. Shotgun formation for Huff. He's going to give it off to Marquise Collins. He's going to run into a defensive lineman and bounces off of him, goes through the hole, still on his feet up near midfield, and he's finally pulled down at the 49-yard line. So a gain of 15, and it's 1st and 10.
And this is what I like to see for College Station is you knew coming in that your number of reps are going to be limited, but now they get a good punt, and you're able to run a sustained drive script. Because everything's been 1 or 2 plays. You haven't been able to run your opening game script. So now you're getting to go through here, use these plays as practice for whenever it comes time to go against a better opponent.
Going to throw out to the far right, and it's going to be caught by Houston Thomas. He breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet. He's in Cleveland territory. They still cannot bring him down, and now they finally do at the Cleveland 36-yard line. Boy, he had a defender who thought he had him wrapped up, and Houston just kept the legs pumping, broke out of that, and gets all the way down to the Cleveland 37-yard line.
Gain of 14 right there.
Cougars, who usually run up-tempo, quick, taking a little bit more time here as we approach 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Shotgun formation for Huff. He's going to hand it off to Nate Palmer. Got some room off the right side. He's going to squirt through. He's still on his feet. Breaks a couple of tackles. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cougars.
Nate Palmer in for the Cougar touchdown.
One touchdown. Nate Palmer coming in, fresh legs. And He says, hey, remember about me? All I've done this year as my first year on varsity as a sophomore is average 6.1 yards a carry. And he got a little bit more than that 6.1 right there, gain of 37 yards for his 5th touchdown on the year.
Dawson Schrempf on to add the extra point. Once again, out of the hold of Jackson Slanker. Snap, spot, kick is up. This one's good, and with 7:55 to go in the first half, your new score, College Station 55, Cleveland 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Hi, it's Jenny from your local Big Deal store. If you've never visited our website, you're missing out because we've partnered with some of the best local businesses in town. Dozens of gift certificates, all discounted, ready for you to buy today. Here are just a few of the businesses you'll find.
Pink Champagne Antiques, I Heart Mac and Cheese, The Chocolate Gallery, Nestle, Toll House Cafe by Chip, and more. Visit AggielandBigDeals.com to save big. AggielandBigDeals.com.
Back here in College Station, Texas, as College Station has taken a commanding 55-0 lead with 7 minutes 55 seconds left in the first half. That was a 3-play, 66-yard drive, capped off by a 37-yard touchdown run by the sophomore, number 22, Nate Palmer. And just the athletes of College Station just taking over this game, Tim.
They're just making it look easy right now, and 55-0, and we're not even halfway through the second quarter. Sam Tremble to kick it off. Puts his foot into it, and this is going to be another deep kick, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback once again. So he's perfect on touchbacks so far tonight. And Cleveland will start first and 10 at its own 25. Coming into this, you look at this and you've seen what Cleveland's done this season, and definitely an undermanned squad. You look across the way, I think I counted 36 players on their roster. They've got a couple of injuries, so not a deep squad at all. And when you're facing a team like the Cougars, it's so potent and so up-tempo and high, it's hard to keep up with them, especially when you are very undermanned.
Yeah, and like right now they have 11 men out there, and they have 2 offensive subs, it looks like. Got one guy standing next to the coach.
And here's the thing, too. You got a lot of their offensive guys playing defense as well. As Spencer's going to take the snap, he's going to take it himself. He'll roll to the left. He's going to get about 4 on the game. That's the other thing. I mean, I've seen a lot of the same guys playing defense as well as offense, and not an ideal situation for head coach Jason Fiacco.
Not an ideal situation at all, especially going up against a Cougar squad that is as talented and as deep as any in the state of Texas.
And you know what? I think I was reading recently, I think Cleveland may be moving up next year to 6A. I'm not sure where I saw that, but I thought I saw some numbers, and that there's a good possibility that they're going to be moving up to 6A as they hand that ball off to Cannon. Or no, excuse me, that's Harris Hines. Harris Hines, and they'll get up to the 31. So, I mean, can you imagine if they have to move up to 6A?
I don't want to advocate for dropping football, but you cannot play 6A football in the state of Texas with a 36-man roster.
Yeah, and I'm not sure where I saw that, but I know I saw it somewhere.
That is too dangerous to do.
Maybe who knows when the numbers come out, they may stay in 5A. Heck, they may drop to 4A. You just never know. But I thought I saw something about them moving up, and I was
if they move up, there needs to be some serious discussions about raising awareness in the
shotgun formation, and we have a different quarterback. Actually, that was out of the Wildcat. That was going to be Devontae Robertson, and he's going to get the first down of the night for the Cleveland Indians as he gets out to the 41-yard line. So they went Wildcat there, and Devontae Robertson picks up the first down.
And, he's had their two of their 3 longest plays from scrimmage tonight, a 5-yard run and a 10-yard run. So when they go to him in the Wildcat, it has been successful.
He's also their punter. He also plays defense. This time he's split out wide right. 2 receivers to the left. Spencer takes the snap. He's going to roll away from the pressure. He's going to throw it up, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it out there to Robertson.
Quick score update. I know we did that scoring scoreboard before a lot of these games got started. Right now, Rudder just scored to go up 6-0, extra point pending against Fulshire High School, that game being played at Merle Green Stadium. And Montgomery up 14-0 against A&M Consolidated. And this is a Montgomery team with Jaden Washington, who has been all the talk of our 5A Division II District 8.
Shotgun formation, give it off to Johnny Harris-Hines. He's going to be dragged down from behind by Caleb Scow. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, sets up second down and 10. College Station football brought to you this season by Bryan College Station Toyota. Our commitment to excellence is our commitment to you. And by ASAP Equipment. To purchase or rent premium equipment at affordable prices, visit asapequip.com. Third down and 10 now for the Indians. Shotgun formation again for Spencer. Takes the snap, fakes the give. No, does give it off to Harris-Hines. And he'll be stood up and pushed out of bounds. Mason Cashin with the first contact. Give him a gain of about 3. And it'll set up fourth down, and the Indians will once again be forced to punt.
And as I was saying earlier, that's going to set up a really interesting matchup between Rudder and Consolidated for second place in that district, if you get a home playoff game or not. And EJ Azar nursing a bad ankle for the Rudder Rangers.
Robertson gets the punt away, and everybody gets away from it. Takes a great Cleveland bounce as it's going to be inside the 30, now inside the 25, still rolling, and finally killed at the 24-yard line of College Station. Yeah, that Montgomery A&M Consolidated matchup, that's a first-place matchup, is it not?
That's for first place in district. Montgomery wins that, and they control their destiny in district with a little wiggle room.
First and 10 for the Cougars, and it looks like we're going to have Paul Padron in there for the first time tonight at quarterback, as the Cougars take over first and 10 at their own 24. Also in there in the backfield is going to be number 28, Rafael Yanez, and number 32, Keontae Blue.
Oh, they're moving Palmer over now.
Padron is the quarterback. Takes the snap, gives it off to Palmer. He'll go off the right side, bounces through a tackle, still on his feet, breaks a couple more tackles. He'll be across the 35 up near the 40, and it'll be another first down. Rafael Yanez in the backfield, a senior running back, 5'10", 180. And Nate Palmer in there as well. Now Palmer's going to check out, and Keontae Blue checks in. Blue will go out to one of the wide receiver positions. Paul Padron is the quarterback here for the Cougars. Going to give it off to Rafael Yanez. He'll go right up the middle, and he'll have a first down as he's up to midfield. Nice run there by Rafael Yanez. We saw him earlier this season. I believe it was in the Porter game.
Yanez, the 14 back. I've seen a lot of him. In a lot of these games, it's really, really awesome that they're able to get the senior out here on homecoming, give him some touches. And looks like he's going to get significant playing time as we have 4 minutes left here in the first half.
A lot of different names out there. Bo Corton's out there. We'll try and get to all of them as we can. As they bring Adrian Porus in motion, they're going to hand it off to him on the jet sweep. He's going to be at the 45 and knocked down at about the 43-yard line. So a nice gain there for Aiden Porus.
Actually, that's a pass.
Oh, did they put...
It's the little flick pass.
Yeah, okay, so it was a shovel pass. I missed that. Some other names out there. Mason Price along the offensive line. Looks like Noah Sherman's out there along the offensive line. Preston Browning. Number 54 out there. Who's 54? We don't have a 54 on our roster. Let's see if he's on the 2 deep. That is Grayson Brock. So lots of new names out there for the Cougars here. As Padron takes the snap, pitches it to Yanez. He'll go off the left side. He's got the first down and more as he's inside the 35-yard line. We've got 3:09 to play here in the second quarter. College Station up 55-0.
Would you call that a pass or a...
It looked like it was a pitch. They were even with each other. I mean, I'd give it I'd call it a run. Cougars taking their time. 3:05 and counting here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and the play clocks just aren't working.
Yeah, they must not be working, and it looks like the Cougars are going to let this run down and probably take a timeout here. They do. Coach Huff signals for a timeout. No, they're running a play. I thought he was calling a timeout. They're running a play. Padron takes the snap, hands it off to Yanez. He'll go up the middle, and he'll get a nice gain up near the 30-yard line. Cougars getting some work for their backups here as Yanez carries it to the 31 for a gain of 4. Sets up 2nd and 6. Cougars taking their time once again as we go under 2 minutes and 20 seconds to play here in the first half.
Yeah, so what College Station's doing is Paul Padron, once he gets the signal, he has a set number of seconds that he's going to have before he initiates the play.
They're going to fake the give to Porus, give it to Yanez. He'll go up the middle, big run as he's across the 20. And it's another Cougar first down, and they're in the red zone once again. Rafael Yanez working hard out there, getting some great runs. And he's got the Cougars set up 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 19 as we have 1:40 and counting here in the first half. College Station leads it 55-0 here on homecoming night. Coach Stoney Pryor signaling in the play call to Padron. The Cougars set and ready to go. Padron, this time they're going to pitch it forward. That's that little shovel pass again to Porus. He's going to break a couple of tackles into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
And that's the first touchdown pass of Paul Padron's career. So congratulations to him. Congratulations to Mr. Porus. I believe that, that's his first touchdown pass on the season, or touchdown reception, sorry, on the little jet shovel, as I call it now.
Combination of the jet sweep and the shovel pass.
They're giving Adrian Porus all the love.
And that's what you like to see. That's what you like to see from your teammates. Shrimp on to add the extra point out of the hold to Jackson Slanker. Slanker had to readjust the hold as he dropped the snap. It's good. Here comes a late flag. Throwing right at a College Station offensive lineman.
Might be some extracurricular activities after the play, because that flag was thrown after the kick went through.
Well, that's you remember last year.
I do.
We had a lot of extracurriculars.
And I was up here. Oh, here we go.
Let's get the call here.
After the play was over, got a dead ball. Unsportsmanlike, number 79. Penalty being forced on the kickoff.
Big Jake Utley there getting called for that.
But
go ahead.
I was going to say, that's what Coach Huff was talking about today in fourth period football. And what I was told is that Cleveland's gonna get scrappy. The more you lay it on them, the scrappier they're gonna get. And it's always the second guy that gets caught. So we don't know what happened that drew that out of Jake Utley, but you have got to bet that Coach Huff is going to pull him aside and say, look, we can't afford to have – he's talking to the official right now saying, my guy got baited into that. Yeah. How are you not going to give that on Cleveland?
So, and as I was starting to say, last year when College Station went over to Cleveland, it was very chippy, especially towards the end of the first half when College Station was well in control. You had a Cleveland player who got an unsportsmanlike penalty call. And then when we came back for the second half, he got ejected. And apparently, from what after talking to some people, he said something to the referees on the way to the locker room and got thrown out of the game then. Because they remember, you and I were like, they came back, they enforced an unsportsmanlike penalty on the kickoff, and we couldn't figure out where it was. Well, in talking to people later, I found out that same individual had said something to the referees on the way to the locker room and earned his ejection for the night. So we have seen that before. Cleveland very scrappy, and when you're losing 62-0, it's easy to be scrappy and get your pride hurt a little bit and try and fight back some. Here's the kick from Sam Trimble. This one's going to be returnable as it's going to hit at the 30 and take a bounce. It's going to be picked up there by Cannon. He's going to go backwards inside the 20. Now he'll cut forward, and he'll be hit and dropped at the 26-yard line. And making the tackle is going to be Chance Johnson.
Yeah, great job right there to maintain their gaps, because they got so close to him that when he made his cut, it would be really easy for him to get around the lane integrity. But great job by College Station High School special teams coordinators down there.
I'm wondering if we've got a penalty as well, because the referees are all talking. And I forgot the reason that kick was short and didn't get to the end zone. We had a 15-yard penalty assessed. So Sam wasn't kicking from his normal spot. We did have a penalty apparently.
Blocking below the waist. Miss Cleveland, it's half the distance to the goal. First down.
That's the second time we've had blocking below the waist called tonight. I don't think I've seen that all season. We've had it once on each team now.
I think he means chop block.
But in a chop block, doesn't it take two for that? You have to engage, one go low.
Yeah, so illegal low block.
So low block, it's just.
I think what they're cutting.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I don't recall that being called this year so far, and we've had it twice here already in the first half as they hand the ball off to Johnny Harris-Hines.
Number 23, Johnny Harris-Hines.
And he will get no gain as we go under a minute. Cleveland obviously in no hurry. And that's not good for Cleveland as Johnny Harris-Hines comes up limping.
No gain, play second down.
Actually, no, I'll take that back. That's one of the offensive linemen that comes up limping.
Which is really not good for Cleveland.
Isaiah Harrison.
I do not see any backup offensive linemen on their sidelines right now.
Second down and 10 for the Indians. Shotgun formation for Spencer. Game clock at 25 and counting. Spencer takes the snap. Going to give it off to Johnny Harris-Hines. He'll go up the middle, and he's going to go nowhere. Is there to greet him is Caleb Scow along with Jackson Slanker. No gain on the play, 3rd and 10, and that should be the final play of the first half as we're at 3-2. Well, they just stopped the clock with 3. There we go. That ran out. So that's the end of the first half, and JC, a good one for the Cougars as they lead it 62-0. Heading into the halftime here.
Only thing gone wrong was a bad snap on an extra point.
And a couple of penalties.
But just outstanding play by College Station. Came out focused, ready to go from the get-go. Even knew that they were going to have an onside kick to start the first half. And really from there on out, it was, I'm going to do whatever, I'm going to take whatever you're going to give me on defense.
Yeah, you got to give Coach Huff something to talk about at the halftime.
We are having our special teams have not been good. We've allowed too many return yards, and we have a bad snap.
So 62-0 after one half of play as College Station took control from the beginning on this one, and they lead it as we head into halftime. Homecoming ceremonies coming up. We're going to step aside. We're going to send it back to the studio for some programming, and then we'll be back to get you the second half. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Can y'all do
and Middle School Assistant Directors Jose Castro and Jocelyn Combs, Cynthia Rosales, and And now, please welcome to the field the Cleveland High School Indianettes and Twirlers. Indianet officers are Second Lieutenant Skylar Silcox, First Lieutenant Mary Wilson, Captain Harley Brooks. The Spirit Girls of Fleet is Crisela Molina, Angela Victoria Martinez, and Sarah. Indianettes instructors are Christine Patel and Cynthia Gabana. On behalf of the Cleveland Independent School District, thank you for your kind attention and enjoy your evening.
Totally forgot it out here earlier.
Gentlemen, welcome to the College Station High School halftime show featuring the Cougar Band and the Strutter 10th Line. Strutter dance officers led by Lieutenant Bianca Hawkins, Lieutenant Rita Sunyo, Lieutenant Ashley Walsh, Lieutenant Marley Petrie, and in the center, Captain Darcy Wallinga. Strutter social officers are President Mary Claire Simpson, Vice President Shay Harry, Social Officer Allison Valingus. The Strutter of the week is Monica Gomez.
Y'all want to take this one in and then just move that one down. Huh? You're just standing there. Or are they about to walk out.
I think they're about to walk
And now the Strutters will entertain you with their brand new high kick to Larger Than Life.
Hey, Alex. Will you come grab this last extra ice and put it away? Put it in the back of the golf cart.
Would like to recognize the Teacher of the Week from the Loading Department. This is Martindale. Strutters are under the direction of Christine Heineke. Thank you for supporting our College Station Strutters. Now, ladies and gentlemen, College Station High School homecoming chorus. Mr. Justin Grimes, principal, is presenting the report bouquet of flowers. Flowers are arranged by the floral design class at College Station High School, instructed by Ms. Miranda Rich. Freshman Duchesses are Olivia Brick. Olivia is involved in her church youth group and is a member of the CSHS volleyball team. Olivia's favorite teacher is Mrs. Sellers because she is very patient and kind. Plans on attending a four-year university and going to law school. Escorting Olivia is her father, John. Abigail Peel. Abigail is a member of the Wranglers and CSHS. Abby's favorite teacher is Mr. Summers because he makes long classes and lessons fun. She'd like to go to college after she graduates. Abby is escorted by her dad, Jacob. And now the sophomore Duchesses. Sophie Harkins. Sophie is a member of the varsity cheer, student council, Catamount newspaper. Sophie's favorite teacher is It's a Tie Between Dr. Courtney Wellman and Coach Julie Wellman. Both push me to make the best I can be, and they are each half of my heart, newspaper and cheer. Nothing but positivity through my life. Sophie plans to major in business and marketing in college. Escorting her is her father, Billy. Cameron Kine. Cameron is a member of the CSHS volleyball. Cameron's favorite teacher is Coach Isbell because she was Jill and made biology. Cameron plans to attend college in Texas and study nutrition. She's escorted to see by her dad, Patrick. Sophomore Duchess Cameron Kine. Emori Smith. Emori is a member of the CSHS volleyball and track. Emori's favorite teachers are Mrs. Corley and Coach Isbell because they have always been there. She needed them, and she knows she can roll. fashion industry and become a model. His dad, Edward Smith, is escorting her tonight. Sophomore Duchess, Imari Smith. Junior Duchesses. Elnita Green. Our lady is a member of the CSHS track team in Young Life. Her favorite teacher is Mrs. Gillo, because she has always comforted her in times of need. Nita would like to run track for college and aspires to become a pediatrician. Tonight he is escorted by her godfather, Keith Harry. Junior Duchess, Elnita Green. Irma Piclato. Irma is a member of the Leo and Math Club and is the treasurer of Art Club. Coach K is her favorite teacher because she always made chemistry fun. Irma plans to go to university to major in either chemistry or math. This evening she is escorted by her brother Ben. Junior Duchess Irma Piclato. And now our senior duchesses, one of which will be our homecoming queen. Sarah Del Rio Manuelos. Sarah is a member of the student council, CSHS soccer team at NHS. Her favorite teacher is Coach Pryor. His coaching has taught her valuable lessons beyond just soccer, like becoming a better leader and just a better person in general. He also always knows how to make us laugh. Sarah plans on attending college at a 4 university, eventually going to medical school to become a pediatrician. She's escorted by her dad, Tony. Senior Duchess Sarah Del Rio Athletics. Skylar Ford. Skylar is one of the drum makers of the Mighty Cougar Band, student council at NHS. Her favorite teacher is Mr. Seal, because he has been her director for all 4 years of high school and always pushes her and other members of the band to be the best version of themselves. Skylar plans on attending the University of Oklahoma and majoring in public health and pursuing a career in hospital administration. This evening, Skylar is being escorted by her father, Jody. Senior Duchess, Skylar Ford. Simi Ghosh. Simi is a member of the CSHS Orchestra Soccer, Debate, NHS, and UIL current events. Her favorite teacher is Mrs. Vance, for always being so supportive and encouraging. Simi plans on attending a 4 university and majoring in economics and international relations. Simi's dad, Raj, is escorting her this evening. Senior Duchess, Simi Ghosh. Karis Medlock. Karis is a member of CSHS varsity tennis team and theater production. Karis's favorite teachers are Mrs. Red for her humor and hugs and Mrs. Ewing for her spunk and love for skip-bo. Karis plans majoring in communication in college. Karis is escorted by her dad, Tony. Senior Duchess, Karis Medlock. Catherine Renard. Catherine is the head drum major of the Mighty Cougar Band, NHS, NYF. Her favorite teacher is Mr. Brady because he always went the extra mile to make her feel cared for more than who she is academically. She will forever be part of the Brady Bunch and share his love for breakfast tacos. Catherine plans to study industrial engineering in college. She's escorted by her father, Justin. Senior Duchess, Catherine Renard. Boya Shi. Boya is a member of the Leo Club, Speech and Debate, DPA, NHS, and NAHS. Although she no longer works here, Mrs. Aiken is her favorite CSHS teacher because of her passion, patience, and dedication to chemistry. Her dedication to students in and out of the classroom is what makes her a great teacher. Boya would like to attend a 4-year university to major in biochemistry. She's also considering medical school as well. Boya is escorted by her dad, Wade Arm. Senior Duchess Boya Shi. At this time, please join us in welcoming the 2020 homecoming queen, Elizabeth West, to the field, along with the 2021 homecoming king, Hayden Bennett, who was crowned at the homecoming pep rally this afternoon. Hayden is the son of Rick and Trudy Bennett. Hayden's involved in FFA, meat judging, show animals, YMCSL, NHS, and Cougar mentoring. His favorite teachers are his FFA advisors, Mr. Klinkskill, Mrs. Stutz, Mrs. Getz, Ms. Rich, Mr. Martine, and Mr. Harlan. Because they are like his second parents and he would not be who he is today without them. Hayden plans to study biomedical engineering at UT Austin next year. CSHS homecoming king, Hayden Bennett. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 College Station High School homecoming queen is Karis Medlock. folks, please congratulate the 2021 CSHS homecoming team, head Gutierrez Medlock. High school homecoming court has continued the tradition of giving back to College Station ISD. On Wednesday, the court went to 6 elementary schools from CSISD. The court would like to say thank you to the students of Greens Prairie, Spring Creek, Forest Ridge, South Knoll, Southwood Valley, and Creekview Elementary School for being so respectful and listening to the stories that were read. Enjoyed sharing a little Disney magic with you. Thank you to those students and teachers who participated. The CSHS Homecoming Court would like to thank Coach Deanna Knowles for helping out on Disney Reading Day. CSHS Cougar Club would like to take this moment to recognize their 2021-2022 top-tier victory level members, Crest Roofing Company, and Cable Jazz Limited. Kicking off the Cougars between Sam Trimble. The Indians, number 2, Delonte Robertson, number 22, Dr. Cannon.
Misting you with a bottle?
Yeah, because it was very unprofessional.
Hey, I'm for you.
What were you thinking?
I mean, they were good shots.
Oh my God,
Number 22, Maverick, will be first and 10 for the
up with it. The nine.
Say one
they're going to skip it down.
He's only hit Palmer as
Yeah, 5 on the play, first and 10 Cougars.
everything seems to be at least 3-4 yards before contact for the Cougars. And when you turn on this game film tomorrow, you're going to have a lot of positives, but also a lot of things to build on.
Well, this will be one of the fun ones to watch.
Yo,
I mean, they've all been pretty fun this year, but, you get to see this one, and you get to see things like Colton Griswold blocking a punt, returning it for a touchdown. You get the Harrison Robinson interception for a touchdown. So you get some fun out of this one. Drone in the shotgun formation. Palmer back there with him. Takes the snap. Gives it off to Palmer. Palmer bounces out on the left. Now cuts back inside. Breaks through tackle, still on his feet, and gets the first down as he gets up to the 41-yard line. That was just a heck of a run there by Nate Palmer.
Yeah, Nate Palmer just manhandled that defense. And I was looking down to mark it as a 7-yard gain, and then I look up, and he's still running the football.
Yeah, he spun out of a tackle when I thought he was going to be stopped. He just kept those legs pumping. And, he's running hard, no doubt about it, but there's probably some tired boys on the other side for Cleveland because there's a lot of the guys going both ways. We talked about it. They do not have a very big roster at all.
Got a lot of hands on hips.
Yeah. You do still have some guys, though, that are showing some fight. As we'll call that a pitch to Palmer, and he'll get up near the 45-yard line. Short gain. Tackle made by
number 22,
Tyreek Cannon, along with number 9, Javonta Martin. Okay, let's take a look at the Brazos Valley scoreboard, brought to you by Amarillo National Bank. A&B, locally owned, family strong, and here to stay. Visit anb.com today.
Yeah, right now Waller up on New Caney Porter 7-0 with 10 minutes left in the third quarter. In the Mag Bowl, it's going to be a tied up 14. Mag West just scored with a little under 5 minutes left in the third quarter to tie that up at 14 at halftime. Consolidated scoring 14 unanswered points to tie it up. And then nail biter at Merrill Green Stadium, Rudder 6, Fulshire High School 0. Rudder trying to bounce back from their first loss of the season against Montgomery last week.
Hand it off to Nate Palmer. He'll go up the middle, get close to midfield. And they'll mark him at the College Station 49, so it'll be 3rd down and 2 here for the Cougars as we have 8:40 and counting to go here in the fourth quarter. Third down and short here for the Cougars, who have been in control since the opening kick. Cleveland tried an onside kick to start the game, and their kicker kicked it, and it popped up and hit him at their 41-yard line.
And then 3 plays later, Marquise Collins was in the end zone.
And it's been all College Station since. Drone brings a man in motion. That's Porus. Fake to give to him. Give it to Palmer. Palmer spins out of a tackle. He's across midfield, still on his feet, spins out of another tackle, still on his feet, and finally dragged down at the 41 of Cleveland. So they'll mark him actually at the 42, but it is plenty for another Cougar first down.
Get him down to play, 1st and 10 Cougars.
Nate Palmer taking advantage of some playing time here, the sophomore.
It hasn't
been a lot of fun to watch when we've gotten to see him. He's kind of in that Marquise Collins role from last year, where Marquise would come in and come in with the fresh legs, and then Nate now is doing the same thing here, and Nate looks to be another fantastic running back for the College Station Cougars.
Yeah, they don't rebuild at that position. They just reload it. He's at 93 yards this game so far, so hopefully get him his second 100-yard rushing game of his career.
Rafael Yanez in the backfield with him now, and they're going to give it to Palmer. He's going to run from left to right, still on his feet, zigging and zagging, and finally dragged down, but not before he gets to the 34-yard line. So a gain of 8 on the play, sets up 2nd and 2. That was a nice run there by Palmer.
7 on the play, it'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, just didn't see his hole, so he bounced it outside, kept trying to find, turned upfield, and then was able to cut back into where he was.
6:47 and counting here in the third quarter. Cougars on top 76-0. Been keeping an eye over on that Mag Bowl over in Magnolia, as Magnolia West taking on Magnolia. Of course, the Cougars already defeated Magnolia this season And Magnolia sitting at 4-1 going into tonight. Mag West is undefeated at 4-0 as well in district. As they hand it off this time to Yanez. He's got a big hole off the right side, and Yanez down inside the 20 and finally knocked down at the 15-yard line. Yanez has been doing a great job as well when he's gotten to the toes. Senior running back, 5'10", 180.
Yes, he has, and that's going to put him at over 54 yards on the game so far. So
we go under 6 minutes to go in the ball game.
Just College Station, it's pick your hole and run through it right now for those Cougar running backs.
First down and 10 from the 15 of Cleveland.
Sam Trimble's warming up, looking like he's going to get to have a field goal or extra point attempt here for the Cougars.
Yanez and Palmer in the backfield with the quarterback, Padron. Cougars in no hurry. And obviously, I mean, we do have a running clock, John, and obviously the play clock isn't coming into effect because, oh, nope, they just called a delay a game. I was going to say, I swore when that play ended there was 6 minutes left on the clock, and now there's 5:10. So they did finally call the delay a game. I was beginning to wonder about that.
It's reminiscent of 77-0 Oklahoma versus A&M right now. I know Aggie fans don't want to hear that, but that was essentially them taking a knee.
Yeah.
I mean, they still haven't called it in yet.
All right, there's 4:40 and counting on the clock, and the Cougars are just standing around. And now they go to the line of scrimmage. Padron, shotgun formation. Takes the snap. He's going to give it off to Yanez. Yanez going off the right side, following the block of Nate Palmer. Gets to the 13-yard line.
Second number 2, Devontae Robertson.
It'll be second down as we approach 4 minutes to go in the ball game.
So that play was about 4:15. So on a 40-second play clock, we see the ball snapped about 4:35.
The play clock only 25 in high school?
No, they run. I thought they run 40-second play clocks.
I thought they go for 20. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was 25.
Well, the clocks have been stuck on 25.
Yeah, but I think that's what they run.
Well, they might be running a 40-second play clock here.
They're definitely not running at 20. It's definitely not
that's 25 right now.
Yeah. Oh, I know. There's no way it's 25 right now. And they're going to get another delay of game here.
Delay of game, College Station, 5-yard penalty.
This might be played between the 20-yard line.
So they set it with 3:24 on the clock, and it's rolling. Let's see what they do here. We're at 3:13. Under 3 minutes, and the Cougars approach the line. Padron snaps it, gives it off to Nate Palmer, dancing around. Oh, geez, gets drugged down. Not sure if there's no flag. That almost looked like it was a face mask or a horse collar or something, the way he got turned around there.
It was a nasty tackle,
yes,
for sure.
Definitely. Short gain there for Palmer as we go under 2.5 to play in the ball game.
Yeah, and they're going to take Nate Palmer out after seeing that. You don't want to have your backup running back.
And it wasn't anything intentional. Let's say that it was just
yes.
the defensive lineman just reached up and grabbed him and spun him around, and you just don't want him to get hurt.
Yeah.
Third down and 11 here for the Cougars as they approach the ball. Padron takes the snap, gives it to Yanez, going off the right side. He's at the 10, knocked down, and falls forward to the 7.
Number 28, Rafael Yanez on the carry.
Actually, they're going to mark him at the 8. Flag on the play.
Number 74, College Station.
Holding on the Cougars. That'll push them back.
And College Station started this drive with 49 seconds left in the third quarter.
In the third quarter? That's right. So they've had the ball this whole fourth quarter, and there's a minute 52 to go and counting, and they're probably going to, well, it's third down. They may hold on to this ball for the whole fourth quarter. Because they're in no hurry. Padron takes the snap, gives it off to Yanez, and he's going to be swallowed up well short of the first down, so it'll be fourth down, 1:15 and counting. I would assume you just run another play here.
I want to see Sam Trimble kick the ball. They're explaining to him down there on the sideline. They're saying,
would it be Trimble or would it be Shrimp?
Well, Trimble was warming up to kick an extra point or a field goal.
Yeah, and I think they're just going to let this clock roll, probably take a delay of game penalty, and then run a play on fourth down. Just trying to bleed this one out. Stony Pryor giving the signs. They're actually lined up to run a play here, it looks like. Snap it, give it off to Yanez. He's going to go through the right side, get a nice gain to the 15, but he's going to be well short of the first down. And the Cougars will turn it over on downs. First time tonight on offense they have not scored.
First time on offense that, yeah.
Because they have scored on every offensive possession before this one. Correct?
You are correct. I mean,
okay.
I'm just flabbergasted.
I know.
I'm trying to sit here
and
think
I'm just
about
am I right on that? But yeah, because this was just their second offensive possession of the half, correct? First one they scored on the touchdown pass to Sewell, then they had the block punt. Yeah.
And they're running the clock right now as players are coming on, coming off.
10 seconds left on the clock. Cleveland breaks the huddle. They don't have to snap it if they don't want to. The quarterback looks back at the referee. He looks back at the clock. 2, 1, and they do not get it off. That's the ball game. 76-0 is the final here on homecoming night. College Station Cougars with the victory. The Cougars dominate from the opening kick. They improved to 5-0 in district play, 7-0 overall. Cleveland falls to 1-5 and 2-6 overall. And College Station coming out taking care of business, and they improve their record and stay spotless on the season. So we'll keep an eye on that Magnolia Mag West game. We're going to step aside. We're going to take a break here. When we come back, JC's going to have our final stats, and we'll wrap this one up. Once again, the final score, College Station 76, Cleveland 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
KBMK, Wheelock, Bryan, College Station, Texas.
Yeah, it's going to be 3 minutes.
Okay, we'll probably
Aggieland's country alternative is Maverick 100.9.
Okay, cool.
Get your car washed for less at Rapid Express. For as little as $8 and 3 minutes of your time, Rapid Express Car Wash will provide you with the quickest and most thorough car wash in town, plus free vacuums. Simply pull in, experience the latest technology in car washes, and drive out with a shiny, clean car. Unlimited monthly wash packages start at $19.99 per month. Get your car washed for less at Rapid Express. Now with 2 locations to serve you, William Joel Bryan Parkway and their new location on Welborn Road next to Dunkin' Donuts.
What does optimism look like? It looks like trying out for the team when everyone else is bigger than you. You don't bench 250. They don't even make a jersey in your size. You've never been scouted, at least not yet. Your time will come, and that time starts now. You never did have any quit in you. Leaving it all on the field looks crazy sometimes, but it isn't. It's just different, and sometimes that's just the difference you need. Frost, the official bank of relentless optimism.
Bryan Broadcasting is the flagship for Aggie athletics. For 100 years, whenever the Aggies are playing, you can hear them on WTAW. Thanks to our listeners and our Aggie broadcast sponsors, Park at Tradition's Exceptional Senior Living, First Financial Bank, and Cooper's Barbecue. Here's a big gig-em to all these sponsors. Listen to the games on the flagship station for Aggie athletics, 1620 94.5 WTAW.
Hi, this is Judy Lee Eunice with Wienerspiel. Don't miss the Wiener Dog and Wannabe Wiener races Saturday and Sunday, October 16th and 17th at Wolfpen Creek Amphitheater in College Station. Get the jump on the pack with a practice day Saturday, October 16th during the Wienerspiel's boot camp starting at 5 p.m. Then enjoy Sunday, October 17th with the dog races and costume contest. All breeds welcome. It's simply going to be pawsome. Vendor spots available too. Go to wienerspiel.org.
Backed by popular demand, the Ranch Harley-Davidson presents World Fighting Championships 128, Friday, October 22nd in Reed Arena at Texas A&M. Are you ready for 3 hours of high-octane, unhinged mixed martial arts action? Las Vegas-style combat fighting invades Reed Arena at Texas A&M University. Tickets on sale now with prices starting at just $12. Available at